So we are going to see what is first principle derivative. If a function is given that is set as fx and we need to go for its derivative, so fx can also be said as y. Fx can also be said as y. Its derivative we are going to find. Its derivative we are going to find. So fx or y, its derivative we need to find. So its derivative can be said as dy upon dx or f dash x. This is limit of h tends to 0 fx plus h minus fx whole upon h. This is said as first principle derivative formula. Now a simple question I'm taking, like fx is given us x square. If fx is given us x square, that implies fx plus h will be x plus h2 whole square, x plus h2 whole square. So now let us put the values into the formula. For calculating the derivative, it is limit of h tends to 0 fx plus h, that is x plus h2 whole square minus x square whole on h. Limit of h tends to 0, it will be a square minus b square, x plus h minus x into x plus h plus x whole upon h. What I have done? A square minus b square can be written as a plus b, a minus b. So over here x to x will get cancelled. We are getting limit of h tends to 0 h x plus h plus x will be 2x whole upon h. This h to h cancel. Now if we put h as 0, 2x plus 0 or the result is 2x. So the derivative of x square, the derivative of x square is 2x. The derivative of x square is 2x. So likewise we could do the questions. Another question I'm taking. Now we are having question, if fx equals to cos x, the derivative of cos x we are going to calculate. So this implies f x plus h will be cos x plus h. X plus h will be cos x plus h. So the derivative of this, we remember the formula, limit of h tends to 0 f x plus h minus fx whole on h. Limit of h tends to 0 fx plus h means wherever x is there, we need to write x plus h. So it will be cos x plus h minus cos x upon h. Now we need to implement the identity cos c minus cos d. We are going to implement the identity cos c minus cos d. And cos c minus cos d is minus 2 sine c, that is x plus h plus x whole upon 2 into sine c minus d by 2, that is x plus h minus x whole upon 2 upon h. So limit of h tends to 0, limit of h tends to 0 minus 2 sine 2x plus h upon 2 into sine h upon 2 whole upon h was there, that I am writing under this only. Now 2 divide 2 multiply, so that this term becomes 1. This 2 to this 2 will get cancelled. Now what is left? Minus sine 2x plus 0 by 2, that implies to us minus sine x. So the derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Now, one more question I'm taking. This will be derivative of 10x. Means we have been given function fx as 10x. That implies fx plus h will be, this only part is given to us, fx plus h. Wherever x is there in the function, we will be writing that x plus h. We will be writing that as x plus h. So it will be 10. Now x is there, so x we need to write x plus h. Wherever x is there, we need to write that as x plus h. So it will become like this. Now the formula, derivative of the function is limit of h tends to 0 f x plus h minus fx whole on h. That gives me limit of h tends to 0 10x plus h minus 10x whole upon h. So we have got the condition now. 10c minus 10d or 10a minus 10b, like no identity is with us. So what I'll do, I'm trying to convert into sine cos. So 10 can be written as sine upon cos. So it will be limit of h tends to 0 sine x plus h upon cos x plus h minus sin x upon cos x whole upon h. So it will become limit of h tends to 0. I'm taking LCM as cos x plus h into cos x. It is sin x plus h cos x minus cos x plus h sin x whole on h. Limit of h tends to 0. Now see what it becomes. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B will become sin A minus B. That is x plus h minus x whole upon cos x plus h into cos x is h. So see limit of h tends to 0, limit of h tends to 0, it is x to x will get cancelled, sin h upon h I'm writing into cos x plus h cos x. Now see sin h upon h will be 1, sin h upon h will be 1, so it will become 1 upon cos x plus 0 into cos x, that is cos square x. So 1 upon cos square x can be written as sec square x. So the derivative of 10x will be sec square x. Derivative of 10x will be sec square x. So I suppose you will be able to do this also. Derivative of 10x will be sec square x. It's simple, easy, as well as good question for the examination point of view also. So I suppose this also you all will be able to do. Now, after this, we are going for another question. Now, if question comes with the first principle and the question is fx equals to x plus 1 upon x minus 1. Function is fx plus 1 upon x minus 1. We need to do this question using first principle. Then what we could do? It implies the value of fx plus h is equals to x plus h plus 1 upon x plus h minus 1. So this will be the condition. Now for this, we'll be having values I am going to put into the formula, and formula is the derivative of the function is limit of h tends to 0 fx plus h minus fx whole on h. Fx plus h minus fx divided by h. So it will be limit of h tends to 0 x plus h plus 1 upon x plus h minus 1 minus x plus 1 upon x minus 1 whole on h. Limit of h tends to 0 x plus h minus 1 into x minus 1. It will become x plus h plus 1 into x minus 1 minus x plus 1 into x plus h minus 1 whole upon h. I'm writing over here. Now, what we are supposed to do, we will open the bracket. So multiplying the two things, it will become limit of h tends to 0 x square minus x plus hx minus h plus x minus 1. Now this one minus x square minus xh plus x minus x minus h plus 1 whole upon x plus h minus 1 into x minus 1 into h. Let us see what all get cancelled. So x square to x square will get cancelled. X square to x square will get cancelled. Now this minus x to this plus x will get cancelled. Hx to hx will get cancelled. Plus x to this minus 1 to plus 1 will get cancelled. So altogether almost everything is cancelled. Only the left part is minus 2h upon x plus h minus 1 into x minus 1 into h. This h to this h will get cancelled. Now we are going to put h as 0 and we'll be getting the answer as minus 2 upon x minus h, because x minus 1, h will become 0, x minus 1. So it will become x minus 1 whole square. So it will be the derivative using first principle of the thing x plus 1 upon x minus 1. So like this way we could do this kind of question. These are the questions which you need to do in the homework. These are your homework questions based on these on the first principle method. So you all will be able to do these questions. Rest now, after this first principle we are going to apply. Yes, so formulas for the differentiation are differentiation of a constant. The derivative of a constant is 0. Now constant could be 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, some whatever constant we are giving you, the derivative of this will be always 0. After this, differentiation of x to the power n. differentiation of x to the power n will be n x to the power n minus 1. Differentiation of x to the power n will be n x to the power n minus 1. So this formula is a great key to solve number of questions. This is really a wonderful question. If you want to understand the topic well, then you must be knowing, you must be having command on this particular formula. Then differentiation of e to the power x will be mean e to the power x. The differentiation of e to the power x will be e to the power x itself. The differentiation of log x will be 1 upon x. The differentiation of log x will be 1 upon x. Then differentiation of a to the power x is a to the power x log a. Differentiation of a to power x is a to power x log a. Then differentiation of sin x will be cos x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Now, differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Then differentiation of tan x is sec square x. Differentiation of tan x is sec square x. Differentiation of cot x is minus cosec square x. Differentiation of cot x is minus cosec square x. Then differentiation of sec x. Differentiation of sec x will be sec x tan x. Differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x. Then differentiation of cosec x is minus cosec x cot x. Differentiation of cosec x is minus cosec x cot x. Now differentiation in the product rule, u into v. U and v are two functions. U and v are two functions. So their derivative is first function differentiation of second plus second function differentiation of first. First function differentiation of second plus second function differentiation of first. So this is the formula for the derivative of two functions in the product form. Then we need to go for differentiation in quotient rule, division. Differentiation in the quotient form. So that will be dx of u upon v. Differentiation of u upon v we need to do. So it will become v dx of u minus u dx of v upon v square. These are some of the formulas which we must be knowing always. I suppose you all must copy them. That will be good for you, because while writing once more, you will be able to think about these all the identities. So please copy these all the identities, and then we must move to the next thing.